Hello everyone and welcome to the first installment of the Marvel Rivals Mythbusters series on the channel, where we take the newest hero and put them to the test to see a bunch of wacky interactions. And apparently some Venoms wanted to get in on the action today too. Today we will be covering the new Vanguard Emma Frost, so let's get to it. Starting off with Emma Frost, apparently the skybox is higher when you I got baited with this one. Anyway, the first myth we are busting is whether or not teammates count as walls with her kick, and sadly, they don't. Does Captain America's shield deflect Emma's beam? No, it doesn't. However, Captain's shield does block his soul from being extracted to deal extra damage, which is pretty neat. Can Emma resist getting stunned by Strange's ultimate? Yes, and she can also cancel the ult during the cast time while even being able to choke slam Strange through his shield. Ever wonder if enemy Groot walls count as walls to kick into? Well, they do. Consider this myth busted. Against Hulk, if you get exiled, will your clone still shoot and do something while you are stuck? The answer is no. The clone will just sit there and do nothing, which is pretty lame. Does Magneto's bubble stop Emma's ultimate from possessing teammates? Yes, it does. And when you are in your clone, bubbling someone else bubbles them and yourself, where bubbling yourself puts a bubble on both you and your clone. Does grabbing Penny during her ult stop her? No, it doesn't. And trying to ult her out of hers when she's using it just forces her to charge at you and probably the rest of your team, so look out for that. You can still cancel her ult if you pick her up right at the start, but that won't always happen. The thing opens up a lot of questions though. First, is he grabbable? Yes. Does that mean you can cancel his ult? Yes. Does that also mean you can just aura his ult in diamond form too? Still yes. Pretty insane if you ask me. Can you stun Thor out of ultimate as Emma Frost if you catch up with him? Sadly, no, you can't. Thor is impervious in his ult. Can you take Venom's soul when he is ulting? Yeah, you actually can. And this is super lethal, by the way, allowing you to eliminate him before he does the same to the rest of your team. Moving on to the DPS, do marked clones refresh your dash on Black Panther? The answer is yes. Is Black Panther saved? No. Nah, he's still pretty bad. Does Black Widow's kick apply any CC to Emma while in diamond form? Sadly, no. Widow has yet another terrible matchup. Does Hawkeye's ultimate create after images on clones? The answer is yes, it does, which makes it more confusing to ult on the character for sure. Does Hela's passive proc when killing a clone? No. So no extra explosive damage, unfortunately. Human Torch is considerably stronger this season, but regardless, his knockback ability is not strong enough to knock around Emma in her impervious diamond form. Can Emma's slam counter Iron Fist's ult? No, since it is a transformation, Iron Fist will just keep going. Can Iron Man get out of the crystal range before Emma shoots it down? Yes, and very easily too. Emma's shield does still block his ultimate though. Does magic generate overhealth when attacking clones? Yes, she does, which is pretty cool. Can Emma's slam cancel Mr. Fantastic's impervious state? No, it can't. And on top of that, the ultimate doesn't work in this state either. Fantastic may actually be one of the best matchups into Emma because of this. Moon Knight thrives when damage ricochets between targets. So, do the clones provided by Emma's team up bounce between targets? The answer is yes, but not for long since they have such a small health pool. Can the Moore's ultimate be blocked by Emma's shield? Yes, but what about the clones and his turrets? Through testing, the turrets tend to target the clone first, acting as a nice detection system for your team. Psylocke's ultimate targets the enemies in the radius with the most HP available. So, do team up clones block a strike in the ultimate? Yes, they do, but only one since they have just such low HP. Does Emma's slam cancel Scarlet Witch's ultimate? Turns out it does, and if you don't have that online, a simple spin kick can do the trick too, pushing Scarlet away from the rest of your team, or you can also just use your Emma ultimate to cancel it as well. Do clones get targeted by Spider-Man's ultimate? Yes, they do, but they fall over pretty quick. After getting snared by Squirrel Girl, can you go impervious as Emma and leave the stun early? No, you actually can't. Once you are snared, you are there for good until the cooldown is over. Do clones count as entities to boost Star-Lord's spin damage? Yeah, they do, meaning if you line the clones up, you will absolutely melt the target that is in front of you. This is pretty cool, I can't lie. Can Emma stop Storm's ultimate in the middle of its cast? No, she can't. No matter what. Not with a slam or even with her ultimate. Does Punisher also just aura all of the stuns Emma can throw at him in his ultimate? Yeah, Punisher still remains impervious in his ultimate. Can Bucky reset his ultimate off of Emma team-up clones? Yeah, he can. He is still a menace. Does going impervious as Emma stop Wolverine from grabbing you? Yeah, it does. Later, loser. Finally, rounding out the strategist, we have Adam. Can he soulbound clones? No, he cannot. Only real targets. Can Cloak and Dagger cloak clones? No. Just like Soulbound, it only works on real targets. You also cannot grab Cloak and Dagger while they are ulting, and using the Emma ult on them doesn't stop their ult when it's already placed. Does Invisible Woman's ultimate slow you down when you are impervious? Nope, it doesn't. This one's actually pretty cool, not gonna lie, because as Emma, you actually might be going in and out of the Invisible Woman ult pretty frequently. Can Jeff eat clones? Nah, he can't, unfortunately. Can Loki copy the clones of Mag and Psylocke to try to get an easier look for one of these ultimates if the real player is out of his line of sight? It turns out that he can't, and that this team up isn't really all that great for him. Can Luna Snow apply Mark to clones or heal them? No, just like other supports, she can't. And when she looks to snowball the clones, they won't be able to do anything whether the clone or player gets frozen, just kind of like the Exile from Hulk. Can the clones get damage boosted or healed by Mantis? No, they can't. And sleeping functions the same way as exiling or snowballing does, like we just mentioned. And closing out from all the characters with Rocket Raccoon, does his ultimate damage boost clones? Nope. It doesn't. And that closes out all of the myths we had to bust today with Emma Frost and every different character right now in Marvel Rivals. In the future for Ultron and other character releases, I will send out a poll here on YouTube to test myths you guys are all curious about. So make sure to subscribe to be notified for that. Joining the Discord will also notify you if you are interested about helping us out with more ideas in the future. Thank you guys all so much for watching, but until next time, I've got to peace out and Paz out. I'll see you in the next one.